Welcome to the YU podcast.
Why you have what you need inside of you.
I'm Brandon Yarbrough.
And I'm Jamila Yarbrough.
We are filmmakers, producers, entrepreneurs, husband and wife, parents, and owners of Yarbrough Studios and the Yet Network.
Together, we have shepherded countless projects to completion and are committed to helping others bring their visions to life.
Along this journey, we have had many ups and downs, but one of the greatest lessons we've learned is what we needed was inside of us all along.
Join us as we uncover why you have what you need inside of you.
Welcome to the YU podcast.
Why you have what you need inside of you.
I am Brandon Yarbrough.
And I'm Jamila Yarbrough.
And today we are talking about
how to push through.
Yeah, because I'm tired.
I know. You're very tired. And we got a lot on our plate. Don't we?
Yeah, on our plate, in our bowls.
In our belly.
That's funny.
All right. We're right now, you're prepping to go to Essence Fest. We have a baby coming in like a week. Hopefully not before.
No, he won't be coming before.
We have just a beautiful daughter. And a lot of work that has been getting done and needs to be done.
That's right.
And we've talked a lot about vision and getting started and finishing, and we're at a place where the fatigue is real, y'all.
Yo. How do you push through the fatigue? So this kind of aligns with almost like the when you're in the waiting period, waiting for this baby to get here, and we just push, we waiting, we pushing, getting stuff done, and we're tired.
Mm-hmm.
How do you push through?
So what do you do in those times, babe, when you are so tired, where you are where it's hard to push forward, and you do a lot. You do a whole lot. We have our company, we have clients, we're working full time. We're doing these things. We got a growing family.
Right.
How do you push through?
One foot in front of the other, one step at a time.
How do you not quit?
I look at you and I look at my daughter, and I'm like, I can't quit.
I'm just laughing because I feel like you look at me and I'm like, babe, we need to get
that. I mean, that's true. You like, but isn't that what you're here for? To push when I don't necessarily want to push, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
It's funny. Like that's your job. That's what you're here to do, and why a helpmate is so important. It's a helpmate. You help in moments when I am in fatigue, and vice versa. When you are tired, I help.
Mm-hmm.
We help each other.
Yeah.
So you help by saying, "All right, now we gotta go. We're okay." And once I hear that's all I need. That's all the fire I need under my butt to get stuff done.
Because it's funny, like we literally were about to not do this episode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And as you were sitting there,
it came to you.
It didn't, no idea came. I just was like, push through. We gotta push through, keep going. I don't know. But then also it's like what's happening right now happens to so many people.
Right.
A lot of us are juggling many things, are, working very hard, and it can be nothing that is, you can just get tired from everything the load that you're carrying.
Right. I think it goes back to what we were talking about in one of the episodes about the vision, and in seeing it, once you see that vision, you got to do whatever it takes to complete it, and to get to the finish line. I think, you are a great example of the push through. And, when I'm like, "All right, babe, you just need to rest." "Oh, no, I gotta push through.
Why
I
do I
gotta
sound like
I gotta
that?
get it done." I don't know why you say in my mind, that's what you sound like.
What?
But
Why?
but no, but you are a great example of push through and getting things done even when it's not, when it's easy to
When you
just
don't feel like
yeah,
it.
when you don't feel like it's easy to just rest, but then sometimes we gotta rest.
Yes.
And rest is important, and I think, in some ways, in my process, the rest is important because that's when, uh, I just work a little differently. I don't necessarily have to. Some things I have to push, 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 push to get it out. But most things, I in the rest, that's when the download comes of how to get through something. So specifically for when I'm editing something, if I can't figure it out, what do I do? I'll rest. I'll take a nap. I'll step away from it, and then I'll visualize it and see it or dream about it and then know exactly how to get it done or accomplish it. Um,
Yeah, and I think it's just it's different. They're different seasons or different chapters to
yeah.
everything. There are times when that is appropriate. There are times when it's not. And even like with working out,
Mhm.
you gotta get up and go to the gym if
Right.
you want to build that muscle. But then there are periods where your muscles need to rest in order
That's
to
right.
develop.
That's a good analogy.
Um, but it's like you do need both.
Mhm.
And um and I think one thing that's important is not relying on your feelings,
Yeah.
feeling inspired, feeling motivated.
Right.
You're not always gonna feel like
You're
it.
right, and I've experienced. You're absolutely right, and just going back to the gym analogy, and in pushing through when you're doing that set, the set of three, and you're pushing, and your trainer or your coach and it's like, okay, you can do it one more, and you're like, I can't do it, but then you see at the end of it, after you finish, it's like, oh man, I did have a little bit more in me,
And
you
that's
know.
this is right now.
Oh,
Hey.
oh, thank you, coach.
I got you,
Uh,
baby.
no, but it's conditioning our minds that we can go one step further, or push a little bit harder.
Mhm.
And once we do that, it's actually growth. It's like, back to the gym analogy. When you're working your muscles and when you're lifting weights, your muscles are actually, breaking down in order to build back up into
Mhm.
bigger, stronger muscles. There have been times even in the work, sitting and pushing something like, oh man, I gotta get it. I gotta get it out.
Mhm.
When I know that I can't rest or I'm against the deadline and I have nothing on the slate or nothing, you know, and if I push through at the end, a lot of times it's some of the best work.
Mhm.
It's going that extra mile, that's that extra rep that you're doing. You think you can't get it done, you can't do it, but um that's that's what is it? The fourth that's the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
You push through and you get to the finish line. Well, I remember my uh I remember being little and I would just get so frustrated. I would play the Ninja Turtles video game on Nintendo, and I think it was Ninja Turtles 2 is the one when the first stage is the fire level. You gotta get defeat, that one. That's the one I'm talking about. But
Mhm.
anyways, I
I
would
don't know. I'm
I
like,
would
"Mhm."
always
I don't know what to.
I would always get to the boss at the end. Sometimes I would lose or I play Kirby's Adventure and I couldn't get past something. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I remember my mom and grandparents would always say, you know, don't you take let's take can't out of the your vocabulary, out of the dictionary, and they would replace it with positive reinforcement, and that would be the push that I would need to get past that level on the video game or even beat the video game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why that just came to mind, but I thought that was just it was really cool, you know, when we think we can't do something, you know, let that be or even just let my voice be the voice that you hear that says, "Yes, you can. You can go
Mhm.
you can go that extra mile. You can run that extra mile. You can, play that level again and beat that boss." You can No, seriously.
Yeah, no, I think if you're listening to this right now and you find yourself in a place where you're ready to throw in the towel, to to give up, to step away, just allow this to be your push
Mhm.
to go a little further,
Yeah.
to not give up on that dream, that vision, that thing that you know at one point you knew it was time to birth, that it was time to complete, but just go a little further.
Yeah, fatigue is real though, you know,
It
and
is so
and
real.
it's important to acknowledge it when you're
Mhm.
in that place, in that space. Acknowledge, okay, man, yeah, I'm tired.
Mhm.
I may need
I'm
to
tired, I'm weary.
yeah.
There are times where you can get weary, like, it's a different type of tired or even just from or just so discouraged even,
Mhm.
which is different than just physically being tired from having so much, but just the knocks,
Yeah.
the challenges that come up
Mhm.
can make you exhausted.
Right.
You can get weary. You can get discouraged. And I've been there. I know I've definitely been there. And what helped me, there were times where I had to acknowledge where I was, where I had to sit down, where I had to talk to God about it, where I had to um uh reevaluate, my why.
Yeah.
When we talk about our why,
Yeah.
and the vision, and one thing that has helped me even as we are continuing to move forward, um, with the visions that God has given us is to right now it's like the vision is so clear. It's like just can't stop. That we can't stop, and being so clear on the why we're doing what we're doing,
Mhm.
um, has helped,
Yep.
and to be able to push past how I may feel in a given moment, and yes, like we said, you have to acknowledge your feelings, but you don't have to allow them to dictate your actions. And um, so we just want to encourage someone who's it could be a point of discouragement, it could be a point of weariness, it could be a point of you're just tired. Allow yourself the time to acknowledge what you're feeling,
Yep.
but then seek God for strength and help, and take another step. Do that extra rep,
Mhm.
you know? And yes, there are times when you need to rest, where you need to literally step away and rest and
That's
sit
right.
it down. There are times, but also know there are times, which is right now, where you need to push. So keep pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's in line with giving birth, you know, the things
Mhm.
that you have in your hands, the visions, whatever the case may be, the projects, the callings, your purpose, you know, it's you know, you have something in your hand and it's time to give birth. And in that in that birthing moment, that ninth when you're in that ninth month or about to push, about to give birth, You are the weary, not the weariest, but you're fatigued. Your body
Mhm.
is physically fatigued, and it's hard to. You've gone through these contractions, and it's I don't know if I can do it, but yet you somehow, some way
Mhm.
muster up the strength to push this thing out, and it's the
Yes.
same. It's the same for us as well. There's something deep down inside that is in there, and there's a well, an untapped well that you can pull from. When you get in that space and in that place, you pull from it, and you push.
Mhm.
And after the pushing, it's interesting. Once you push through and you're on the other side, that fatigue isn't there anymore.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, once you
Right.
get to the other side, then it's like, man, wow, you have the energy. So maybe the fatigue was, I don't know, maybe it's a test, or get to get you to really tap
Mhm.
in and push to the other side.
Yes.
Um,
And I
yeah.
think in those moments, one of the benefits to those moments is that you see what's inside of you.
hmm Why you have what's already inside of
Yeah.
you,
You realize there's more.
right?
There was more in me than I
Yep.
recognized.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was more in me than I knew. And then so now you have increased, as you have pulled from a place that you didn't know you had.
Mm-hmm.
You have elevated, you have increased your capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is why those moments are valuable. What would you say to someone who did not push through
Mm-hmm.
and may need encouragement on how to get back or get back up or get back to where they want to be?
And listen, it's okay. It's okay. Just get back up.
Mhm.
Uh, Aaliyah once said, "Dust yourself off and try again." That's all you got to do. At first, you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again.
Mhm.
Look,
I think yeah, I think it's that simple.
yeah, there's nothing else I can say.
Yeah.
It's okay. I listen. There are many a times where I didn't necessarily succeed, or but tomorrow is a new day. It's not the end of the world.
Mhm.
Just get up and go.
Mhm.
Okay, let me start this thing over again. Let me do this. And the great thing is when you go through something and you set it down, or put it on pause, whatever it may be. You don't necessarily have to start all the way at the beginning. It's not. I don't think it'll ever be the beginning, because you have the knowledge and uh, it's just that experience that you have gone through before. So when you do it again, it may not necessarily take as long.
Mhm.
When you have the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience, you can just, okay, the time that it took me before, it won't take me that same amount of time. Let me go ahead and start this thing, whatever it is.
Yes.
And I know that I can get to where I left off and take it even further.
Yeah, I think that's important. And I do think um asking God to you can ask God to increase your vision.
hmm
Like I've had moments where it'll look like a project wasn't going to get done.
hmm
That a vision that I just believed in so wholeheartedly, and I realized there were moments where I was supposed to sit,
Yeah.
and so I did. And then God brought other things, and I literally asked him, I said, God, if you gave me that, you can multiply and do even more. That was that was now the floor,
Yes.
if
Yeah.
that makes sense. He is infinite.
hmm
And so if you gave me that, you could give me something that is even greater.
That's right.
You know, so for someone who may feel like you know, that which they were given, maybe they've seen it done,
Mhm.
or they feel like they missed their time or that
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Mhm.
God could give you another one, and
And
He
it'll be
can.
even better.
It could be greater. Yes,
Mhm.
and you can seek Him for that.
Yep.
And when I did, He did.
Yeah.
He expanded the vision, that it became so much greater than what it started as.
Yes.
And and He can do that. He's infinite. He goes from glory to glory. He can do that over and over again.
Deep.
It can get greater and greater and greater.
Deep.
So tap into Him, because He um is endless,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
And with that, I just think we just want to encourage someone who may be at that point of either throwing in the towel, may have already thrown in the towel,
Mhm.
um, may just be so tired you don't know how you're gonna keep going
Mhm.
forward. We're just encouraging you to move forward,
Move forward.
to go forward, whether it is,
Pick up the towel.
yeah, pick it up. Whether it is you just need to push forward harder, whether you need to seek God to increase and expand your vision, whether you need to whatever it is, just move forward.
Yes.
Keep going. And we know that you have more inside of you than what you actually believe you're capable of.
So much more.
Mm-hmm.
So much more.
Yeah.
I thank you for again. I just thank you for pushing me and
Thank
showing
you for
that
saying yes.
I have more to say instead of taking a nap. Well, with that, thank you for joining the YU
Yes,
podcast.
thank you for joining
I am
us.
Brandon Yarbrough.
I'm Jamila Yarbrough.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Yes, and this is why you have what you need inside of you.
Bye.
Bye.